Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to another celestial reading by Celeste. I'm here to deliver a nice message for you today. I already cleansed the energy, and I'm asking Spirit to guide this reading to see which deck I should start with for this messages for this beautiful soul. Let's see, you can see in front of me, I have a beautiful two crystals. I have a crystal tower and a crystal in the shape of a woman's body. Very guided towards the crystal. Crystal on crystal action here. But I shall say it's this one, which is the one I was feeling called to anyways. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get with some... What messages do you need to hear today? The energy I was tapping into today was kind of like headaches, a little drained, a bit drained. Whoa, I have never gotten this card before. The Predator. Okay, so this is going along with what I was saying for the energy. Feels like something is like, I don't want to spread fear at all, but it just feels like something is like kind of attached in a way, whether it be like negative thought patterns, toxic people, toxic environments. Something is like preying on your energy. Like using your energy. Is there any other clarifying cards? Or I just feel like maybe I should go straight to tarot to clarify this. Predator. I've never gotten this. I do want to read from this book and this to see what story is told here. You know that the voice of the psyche that wants you to comply or conform in order to fit in, or shames you for being selfish, or tells you it's honorable and responsible to deny your longing, demanding you fold your dreams away into a people-serving shaped box. It's a predator you adopted as family. Ooh, yeah. Draining, keeping on a mask for way too long, keeping on a way that maybe you have been thinking is how you should be. And whether it's conscious or unconscious, it seems like it's something that you have just adapted with. It's almost like what I'm getting the visual is, you know, when you put like, the thing I can think of is like foot binding, you know, like ancient China, how you can bind and contort parts of yourself to be in certain shapes, like corsets coming to my mind, like shapewear, like things that contort you, that confine you so that you're more appealing to others. It might resonate deeply with someone. Do you find yourself contorting like those circus types of people that are like in the boxes and all like shaped in different ways, trying to fit in a single box for other people's enjoyment, for other people's entertainment? Do you see yourself as entertainment? Because you're not. Who you are shouldn't be appealing to everyone, to be honest. And it's another level of freeing and liberation when you can fully accept that you are not meant to contort and confine yourself. Life is already going to try to do that to you, baby. You don't have to do it to yourself. You don't have to also mold and shape yourself into something on top of what society that you're in is going to impose on you. Regardless, you don't have to do the work. You're gonna have to actually work 10 steps harder to live authentically, to live naturally, in a society that's always marketing change and something different. And it's like, no matter what you do, you know, someone's gonna have an issue with you. Like, someone's going to have a problem with what you're doing. I was just coming to my head is, like, you could try and make a video about how you're going to save puppies, and someone's gonna be like, what about the senior dogs? It doesn't matter. You have to just do you and what makes you happy and what makes you fulfilled, and just let go of the box. And that's draining your energy. It's draining it a lot. I was getting a very drained, like, headache energy today. Just get clarifier. Can I get the fear card? Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Limiting your creative output, limiting creation, inspiration. Can get what's crossing the Page of Wands in reverse, Spirit. Thank you. What's crossing Page of Wands? Three of Cups. Three of Cups. It was kind of came out in like sideways reverse. Page of Wands in the reverse. Being crossed by the Three of Cups. I see someone that's like, I have, you know, oh my God, what came into my head. So you remember that scene in SpongeBob where it's like SpongeBob and he's like, Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. And then it's like instantly squatted on, like shat on by Mr. Krabs. And SpongeBob, being his beautiful little sensitive self, is like so sad. But that's like the first thing that came to my head. It's the don't allow other people's acceptance of you to be a gauge on if you're doing things correctly or in alignment. Cleanse the energy for that. Thank you, Spirit. How other people are reacting to you or your ideas or what you're putting out there is not a gauge on like if you should or shouldn't be doing it. You know, at this time, so much of like what we're branded towards is to be compliant, to be obedient, to be small, to be unnoticeable, to be the same, to be unidentifiable, to be a part of a trend, a part of like certain things that confirmation burp, that if you're going to go out and like do something that you are feeling is like in alignment with you and your ideas and your creativity, like I'm seeing someone go out with like some crazy cool new hairstyle, new makeup, new outfits, new posts, new something, and then like not receiving instant like, oh my gosh, you're doing amazing, sweetie, or like not receiving like likes or not receiving something, and then just being like, well, I guess that was dumb, you know, like that kind of energy. That's in the fear, like it's holding you back. What, like you're thinking too far ahead on what you're outputting. It's like you're not outputting because it's what you want, but you're outputting because you think it's going to get a certain reaction. Possibly in the fear position. 9-11 on the timer as I said that, 911. Can we get in clarification on what energy does this collective need to embody, Spirit? Thank you. The Fool. Literally can't make this up. The Fool. The Fool. You just gotta go, baby. You just gotta jump. You don't gotta think about it. Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it too much. Don't try to explain the inexplicable. Don't try to explain what you don't have the answers for. It's okay if you don't know exactly why you do everything you do. Like, this is my quabble with how things are, that it's like everything you do has to have like justifications out the wazoo. Like, if you're adding something new to your life, if you're doing something new to your life, if you're changing directions, if you want to do something new, if you want to go somewhere new, like, do something, it's like you got to justify something. It's because, I just got to do this because it's the smart thing to do. I can make money, or I want to do this because I need to get a side hustle, or I got to do this because, I can't be boxed in, or I need my relationship to be like this. My partner has to support this, provide this, because if not, then I'm not worthy, I'm not quality. And it's all these like weird constructs that we place upon each other to like explain ourselves, explain every single decision. Like, the energy you need to be embodying in this season is leaping and being like, well, like, I just did it. Like, post. I just posted because I wanted to post, because I wanted something to say. I wanted to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna add to this and comment something or whatever. You just do it. Like, this is the energy. It's just to do it. Like, you don't need a reason. It's crossing the Fool for energy. Collective is trying to embody. Oh. 4 of Cups. Yeah. Because that's exactly what I was saying. It's like if you have the opportunity in front of you, but you're not acting on it because you need more justification, more reasonings, more this, more that, more that, then, you're just going to be stagnant. And I feel like, sometimes there's energies that's good seasons for stagnation, but I'm also, the energy I was feeling before starting this was like drained. Like, it's draining you, maintaining this placated state of being. Like, you want to be a mess. You want to just put it out there. You just want to be out there. You just want to have something, create something, embody something, an energy. It's like an energy that your spirit's energy wants to be expressed in some way, shape, or form. And for whatever reason, I'm feeling it's because the people around you, the environments around you, probably friends, maybe the people that are like, that you feel are in your circle, whatever, whether it be work, friendships, partnerships, family, that you're worried whether they're going to celebrate you or not. And it's like, baby, you don't need, even the people closest to you, they don't need to celebrate. Like, they don't, for you to make decisions, they don't need to celebrate you for you to do something. They don't gotta, sometimes, what I saw today is a day, 13:31 on the clock as I say this. We lost Dolly Parton. She passed. She's on the other side now. And one of the videos she said was talking about how, who cares what people think? This is me just regurgitating. Like, who cares what they think? What's better than proving people wrong? Like, keep people in your life if you want to. Not everyone's gonna, agree with your vision. Not everyone needs to agree with your vision to be in your life. They just need to understand that you're gonna do you regardless. And they gotta be okay with that, because this is your life. And, you can appreciate people for different things, different types, of advice and everything like that, but it shouldn't be the end all, be all, say all. That is your decision. Okay, what's the incoming energy for this collective? What's the incoming energy now that they've received this message? Justice. And I'm gonna be honest, it was like in the reverse too. 11. I've been seeing 11s a lot too. 11. Justice. Okay, I'm gonna need clarification for that. Need clarification for justice. What's crossing justice for incoming energy? I have an idea. The Chariot. Yeah, okay. The Chariot, major arcana coming in. So, big transformations for you. And 7-11 could be significant. I feel as though the Justice coming out in the reverse is being like, it's gonna kind of like shift everything you've thought. Everything you thought of yourself, off of what was possible, off of, up and down, is going to be reversed. It's like the college or the high school dropout becoming a very successful, secure person in their 30s or something like that. Like, it's the flip of the archetype. You're an example for people to shift their mindset. Confirmation. You're going to be an example for people to go against the grain, to do things differently, to live authentically, to be who they're meant to be. And the scales like flip over. Like, you don't have to go A through Z to get to where you need to be. And that's gonna bring in the Chariot. Is like, I see the Chariot as just like barreling through obstacles, as like leading with intention, going with purpose, going forward, and also like balancing out. And what's interesting is, justice also includes like balancing the scales and it being in reverse, like, and then also coming in with the Chariot as clarification in the upright position. It's like the institutions in place and the way that the institutions have what you should and shouldn't do and who you should and shouldn't be are going to be literally shook to the core by who you are and how you're existing and how you're living. And the energy you're embodying is like pure spirit, like pure off the cuff, just going and being and embodying pure spirit. And that's beautiful. That's lovely. That's exciting. And I am excited for you. And I feel called to close off the Oracle. This is how you get rid of the predator. Scary. This is how you topple institutions, by challenging the status quo and living authentically. Confirmation verb. 1818 as well. Because institutions that are heavily rigid and overly structural require people to be smaller than they are to fit in the boxes that they create. So to challenge that, yes, living authentically, kind of just ruffling all the feathers. That's been the energy this past couple weeks for this collective I'm tapping into. Is I'm tapping into a rebellious collective. I feel like that's the collective I'm really connected to. It's very rebellious, against the grain, Goddess of Grace, another card I have not seen before, but look at her though. She is sitting unbothered with the lotus flower, lotus representing life and rebirth through the mud, the beautiful blossoms to the light. The Goddess of Grace. Wow, that's amazing. It's an amazing way to close this reading too, because it's just showing that, like, compare these two, compare the predator to the goddess. Like, how close does he have to be to you for the predator to be powerful, versus a goddess of grace can sit back in her throne of flowers, and with the sword, the cup, emphasizing the swords, emphasize the mind, the cup emphasizes the emotions, knowing that the predator has nothing on the goddess of grace. Literally, like, I've been sitting back this whole, like, literally sitting back. It's the energy, just like, chilling back and sitting in your own energy, knowing that it can't be fettered because you are in it. You're being, fed by your own energy, by your own validation, by your own will to, like, want to. Like Dolly Parton was saying, R.I.P., if no one, at those times where no one believed in her, she had to believe in her. Well, in those times when no one believes in you and no one's giving you the credit or anything like that, you got to put double time in. You got to put OT into there. And then you do that enough, it's like you stop even seeking out other people's validations. You're in your own, buble. You're in a cocoon, your own chrysalis of love and everything like that. And from that outpouring, you create and embody and express everything your soul feels comfortable enough to, because your spirit and your soul feel so graceful in your energy that it can be truly, expressed. That's a gift to others. And I feel like there's probably a message in there, so I want to read it. Let's see. Okay. Rather than dueling out judgment or punishment when one of her people commits a crime or transgresses against another, she encourages people to gather around the lotus fire. The offender is brought to the fire, and there all members of the community name every good deed and kindness the offender has ever performed since childhood. In this way, the wayward soul is brought home to herself and her community rather than ostracized through retribution or shame. The offender, once remembered back to her inherent worth, is held accountable for her actions and required to make amends, but with the support and kindness of their entire village, who understand this as a faulty action, not a faulty soul. Follow that same example of grace towards yourself and others. Yes, exactly. Like I was saying, if the people around you, like, are not, encouraging you and everything like that, that doesn't mean you have to, like, axe them out of your life. It's just you have to extend more grace towards yourself. I feel like, and now it's always being pushed, oh, block everyone, block this, cut this person off and everything like that. And that's, totally necessary at times. But other times you could just, be like, I don't really agree with what your advice is or what you're saying. I'm still gonna do me. Like, will you still accept me and hold me into your life as I am holding you into my life? Like, we don't always have to be 100% in agreement with every single person around us. It's okay to have people around you that are challenging you and proving them wrong. And it doesn't mean that you hate them or they have to have bad karma or anything. It's just, it's just life. Sometimes you grow as an oak tree and others grow as a field of flowers. Both essential, both beautiful, but does not mean one has to be the other to accept and appreciate each other's, importance. So hold that as you're going through this time, and as you're maybe getting challenged by people around you, being challenged by energies around you, that if you hold yourself in high regard, you don't need to, axe everything out of your life and burn it all. Like, you can totally just hold it at a distance and be like, well, then I won't share this with that person, or I, will tell them that, I appreciate them looking out for me, but I'm gonna do me. So love me or stay mad. But it's okay. It's okay to not always be. I think the message for you ultimately is to not put so much weight on what other people say. I think that's the best thing to go with. Like, sometimes people are gonna really cheer you on and applaud you, and sometimes people are gonna like, you're gonna be like, why am I talking to you right now? Either way, hold them at an equal balance. You know, getting appraised or getting approval and getting rejection, they're at the same balance level. Like, you sit within your grace, know who you are, hold yourself in high regard, and what other people say and do is, you know, it's not gonna affect you. And that pulls your energy back to yourself, and that creates a stronger energy field, so that you're not still like, ooh, like getting these headaches and all these other like aches and pains, you know, from other people around you, especially as an empathetic, spiritually open, spiritually gifted person. You know, that's a big part of grounding yourself, because you can't always be, you know, in a beautiful sanctuary all the time to recharge. You have to bring your energy back, ground yourself, and be like, okay, you know, like recenter. And that will lead you to more intuitive balance. So thank you for listening to this reading. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Have a beautiful day.